fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up two straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a gap. It's Longo. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
South Carolina, 7, Kentucky, 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. He leaves it with the back. And some room to work. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kentucky right back to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moffitt. He was smelling that end zone, but they get it down at the 4 after the big pass play. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Longo. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. 2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Not much movement there as a gain of 1 gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running to the left. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Henderson. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Let's go! Let's go! Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying, my offense is going to win. My team is good.
He's loose. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll take a shot. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick strike complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this.
Kentucky.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finds his man down the middle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard defense in business. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably...
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Gives it to the back on the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped.
Hand off from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Quarterback will keep it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but Overton, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. It's a reverse. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch in stride inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Rides the back and leaves it. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moffitt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. With the game in hand, the offense